Hi everyone, S1ippery Jim here with a new solo high round strategy, this time for the new Shangri-La map on Black Ops Zombies. And I'll be showing you basically from round 0 to round 30, or technically round 31. Hopefully this guide will help you in solo, because with this map, personally I find it's much easier in co-op with more players helping you out to get to high rounds than it is in solo, so it is quite a challenge. Although still not quite as hard as Nacht Der Untoten, some of those early World at War Zombies maps. So let's get into our first round here. Now, the main strategy that I'll be showing you this time to get to high rounds will really only come into play from probably about round 15 onwards.
Nice.
But for the time being, what I'm going to do is try and maximize my points as per usual, and I do that by letting the zombies in to get the drops, and trying to shoot through the rows of zombies, stab to get the final kill, all that stuff, which you'll know from watching my other high round videos by now, hopefully. Now, the first goal that I'll have is basically once again to get the Bowie knife as early as possible. And the Bowie knife is a one-hit kill up to and including round 9. You can get a lot of points using it, and it is very, very highly recommended. So we have our first female zombies here. You get a good look at one there. Rather fetching, aren't they? Or not. But yeah, something different from Treyarch there, introducing the lady zombies. This map, in my opinion, is definitely the best zombies map of all time. It's a pretty big call, you might say, but you know what? Every time they've brought out a new map, at least for Black Ops Zombies, each one has been better than the last. And this one is just so visually spectacular. The setting of it is absolutely gorgeous, and also the layout of the map is very challenging, which is good. There's not really any areas where you can do the little circle strategy that we've seen in Call of the Dead and Ascension. So there's none of that boring running in a mini circle, grouping up the zombies side of things. And it's all good. Plus, you don't have the annoying George Romero style zombie following you around continually in this map. The other thing with this map, of course, you do have the new factor to the gameplay, where you get the monkeys taking your drops and then changing them. And for that reason, I think that this map doesn't suffer from lacking the usual Hellhound type of round where you get a guaranteed max ammo. So we're at round 3, so far so good. We've got the max ammo, all of that stuff makes it a little bit easier to stay in this spawn area a little bit longer. Now, I always open the first door towards the minecart area, and really the only reason for that is I don't like to get stuck in the mud pit area. Don't like to get my shoes dirty in there. So what I'll do is try and head towards the minecart area, and it's a little bit safer going that way in my opinion. Now the thing with this map is that the perk machines do spawn in random locations. So having said that, Speed Cola and Jug will always swap places. They're either in one or the other place, but the other perk machines will all spawn randomly down in the mine area. So the first area where Jug or Speed Cola is going to be is just around from the MPL on the left as you go into the mine entrance. Now, I'm just grouping up the zombies here, trying to get a few more points. I just get an insta-kill, which is pretty sweet. Finish off the last of these zombies here. And in this map as well, you do get the mystery box spawning randomly, similar to Kino, some of those maps.
No juice, no fun.
But you can tell, as per normal, by the blue pillar of light in the sky where the mystery box is. Now, as far as the mystery box goes, guys, please, if you want to get to high rounds in zombies, especially when you're playing co-op, don't spam the mystery box too much early on. You really don't need the mystery box and to get to high rounds at all, and that is the honest truth. Now you can see there that we've got the speed cola at this end of the map, so that makes it cool. We've got a shriek zombie here, so I'll just finish him off, and he's usually pretty easy this low round. Quick headshot there, and he's dealt with. Shrieker zombies really not that much of a concern. Now getting back to what I was saying, I've got speed cola at this end of the map that I've opened to start with, so that means I'll have to get all the way around to the bridge end of the map to get my jug a little bit later. So it makes it a little bit harder if you like, but if I get the Bowie knife pretty soon, it'll all be sweet if I'm careful. Now you notice I bought the AK-74 off the wall there, and this is a really good gun for zombies. It absolutely tears through them at quite up to quite high rounds as well. So rather than getting the MPL, I will go a little bit further and get the AK, and we'll be using that for quite a while as we go through. Now we've got the zombie monkeys, and they've picked up the perks. So what I'm going to do is try and get a max ammo here, and you can see I have managed to turn it into a max ammo, or at least the monkeys have turned it into a max ammo for me, and we've killed the zombie monkeys to get the max ammo. So it's really important in this map that once you get low on ammo that you do that, because that way you're going to make it easier on yourself, and you're not going to have to be hitting the box to get weapons. And to be honest with you, in this map I don't find ammunition to be too much of a problem at all, at least using the strategy that I'm using in buying the AK off the wall there, because I can buy AK ammo whenever I want off the wall. Now I'm keeping my starting pistol, and I'll explain that to you. Basically, any map that has flopper in it, you want to keep the starting pistol and pack-a-punch it as soon as you get flopper. Now the reason for that is basically Mustang and Sally, which is the pack-a-punched starting pistol. I'm just turning on the water and the power here. So we've got two switches in this map, and I've got the power on, so now we can use the perk machines, all that good stuff. Now, as I was saying, Mustang and Sally, the pack-a-punch starting pistol, is the best weapon in the game, undoubtedly. You'll see in this high round strategy that I'm using, it gets me out of trouble time and time again. I'm just going to take care of this napalm zombie in a second, but napalm zombies, they're not too much problem. You just have to be careful when you don't have jug. That's why I'm not going to go near it. Basically, with napalm zombies, once you've got jug, all you need to do is just brush up against them, go right up close to them, but not right next to them, mind you, and they'll explode. You don't even have to bother shooting at them too much, really. But I'm not going to do that before I get jug. I'll get a nuke here, which is handy. Get another drop here. Might as well take it, save me boarding up the windows. And in this map, boarding up the windows is quite important, because there are a lot of areas where you do need to try and keep them shut if you can. I'm not going to be constantly boarding up windows in this gameplay, because no one wants to see that in a video. But I'll just get my flopper here as well, of course. But it is a pretty good idea in certain parts of the map where you don't want zombies leaping through the windows at you. So there we take out the napalm zombie, and I get another nuke there.
Eat that, you nasty gutter slugs!
Yeah, now getting back to Mustang and Sally, I was saying before that they're the best weapon in the game, and what you use them for is not for offense but for defense, if you like. So basically, when you get trapped, as you inevitably do in this game, what you want to do is just switch to Mustang and Sally if you don't have them out already, and a couple of quick shots into the ground, and you'll clear out the zombies and be able to keep on your way without obviously getting downed. So I really recommend, if you're not doing it already, keep your starting pistol, get flopper, and upgrade to Mustang and Sally, and you'll find that you're getting out of those tricky situations a lot easier. So basically keep your Mustang and Sally throughout the game, and basically only use them for getting yourself out of situations where when you get trapped, coming through these tight areas of the map, for instance. And have your other weapon as your primary zombie killing weapon. So in this case I'm using the AK-74, and you could use something like the ray gun as well, or any light machine gun, though is probably preferable, because light machine gun or assault rifle, because you're going to be getting much more points with the rapid fire weapons. Now I'm still trying to get enough points to open up the map here and get through to the Juggernaut area, which is just across the bridge that we'll see a little bit later. So we've got another Shrieker Zombie here. What I find is, in solo mode on this map, you get a whole heap more Napalm and Shrieker Zombies, especially early on for some reason, much more than you get in co-op. And I'm not sure why, because you're far more likely to try and camp it up in co-op than you are in solo mode. And quite honestly, the only reason they've introduced those new zombies is to stop people camping in one area of the map, similar to George Romero, and I think it's a good solution in that you don't have the annoying George Romero following you around, but you do have some kind of incentive to keep moving around the map rather than camping in one area. Okay, so I can get my jug here, just going across the bridge. Excellent. So I'm set up pretty well now, and really all I've got to do is pack a punch my pistol, and as soon as I get 5,000 points, and I'll be set up really for the later rounds. What I find is one of the hardest parts of zombies is getting to about round 9 or 10. If you can get to round 9 or 10, by that stage you've got, you know, some decent weapons, you've got jug and all that stuff, and you'll be able to get a lot further. But that's why I'm including in these videos the early rounds, and basically every single round up to round 30, to help people out getting past those early rounds as well as the later rounds. Now, one thing I will stress is, please try to control yourself and don't hit the mystery box too often early in the game, because you'll waste all your money on trying to get, you know, the ultimate weapon out of the box, and then you'll have nothing left in reserve if you're playing co-op to buy back your jug and at least one weapon when you get down. So it's always annoying playing with people who keep hitting that mystery box early on in the game and spend all the money and then get into trouble once they get down, which they most inevitably do. Anyway, rant over there. But we're just ending off round 8 here, and we're still loving the Bowie knife at this level. It's one hit kill, as you can see. I've racked up my 5,000 points, so we'll be able to pack a punch pretty soon as well. And just coming through this mine area here. When you've got the Bowie knife, just try and keep moving and keep turning around and try not to get a zombie train going too much. It's going to be easier if you just basically speed around and kill the zombies as they come at you from different directions. So I actually get Deadshot here with the weapons that I've got, the AK. That really does help to kill the zombies quicker, and you do get more points for headshots obviously as well. So if you don't know, Deadshot Daiquiri, what it does is when you aim down the sights, instead of aiming at the center of mass, i.e. the breastbone of the zombie if you like, and I just deal with this napalm zombie here, what it does is aim at the head instead, which is really good.
Bring marshmallows?